Yes, we are.
We're past ready, thank you.
Dang. Tell him.
All right, guys, normally I don't do well from reading. I do it better from the head, but I have to keep my words succinct. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank every one of you for coming out. I want to thank Brenda Warner, Jerry Blanco, Bob Harvey. Bob Harvey's the chair of the board of directors for Broadmoor Acres Community Restoration and Preservation. Ms. Warner is the vice chair, Jerry Blanco is a director, and I am Larry Sinclair. I'm the executive director and pretty much the workhorse. I had to get that in.
It's true. Sure.
Broadmoor Acres Community Restoration and Preservation, also known as BACRAP, was formed 4 years ago. The idea and the mission was to restore and revitalize a neighborhood that had hit really bad times and to build new housing, to redevelop a neighborhood that had a lot of demolition. The idea was to turn the owner-occupied ratio versus renting or rental properties upside down, flip it back. BACRAP's mission to build houses originally and to this day still is to raise money, fund the construction ourselves, allowing us to hold the mortgages and funnel those mortgage payments right back into this community through a community center, through outreach programs for the children that live in this neighborhood, seniors, and residents. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten to that point in fundraising yet. However, today, we have gotten to the point, thanks to a partnership with Grand International Holdings, Inc., Mr. Harvey, and ABC Builders, we are breaking ground here at 1115 Broadmoor Drive and at 1102 Broadmoor Drive on 2 new 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-car enclosed garage homes that will be owner-occupied. 2 years ago, Bob Harvey and I sat down for almost a year negotiating with the City of Cocoa. Nancy Bunt, Community Services Director of the City of Cocoa, at the time was Deputy Director. Mr. Belden was there, Dennis Bunt, Code Manager, Cocoa City Manager John Ticanich, and Assistant City Manager Matt Fewer. I want to thank every one of them for actually sitting down and even hearing us. Out of that negotiation for a year came an agreement with the City of Cocoa. These lots were purchased by BACRAP for the specific purpose of new homes to be owner-occupied. They also came with a lot of liens that the city held on them. Our agreement with the city basically says we build new affordable homes for owner-occupied residents, minimum 25-year LORA, land use restriction. They will be owner-occupied for a minimum of 25 years. They will not be rental or investment properties. That's 2.5 decades to build this community back up to what it used to be. Today, I'm happy because we've got one of the original homeowners in Kathleen Sheriff with us, and her son, Dave Sheriff, who actually grew up right over here at 312 North Kentucky. That means a lot because we also have one of our newest homeowners, Derek Miglia. The idea is to bring this neighborhood up in a way that we can self-sustain ourselves, and it's possible. My personal tweaking of this, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Harris Rosen in Orlando and the Tangelo Park project, but I really see Broadmoor Acres becoming the Cocoa version of Tangelo Park and Habitat on steroids.
You're all going to college, right?
You know, with a community center that taps
like
in,
with
the community center that taps into the resources that we have with SpaceX, Blue Origin, United Launch Alliance, the environmental, marine biology, robotics, and engineering. These are things that when I first moved here, you had active robotics clubs that you don't even have anymore. If we do this right and we raise the money to build these houses and fund that community center for decades to come, That money goes into the future of every kid that grows up in this neighborhood and even those who live around it. And it can be done. It's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take people committing to it, and it's going to take raising a lot of money. But guess what? I think we're in for the long haul. This is not a one and done deal by any means. Now I'm going to introduce Bob Harvey. We had a gentleman that was supposed to be here, apparently hasn't shown up, but our chair, Bob Harvey, then we'll answer any questions that you have, and you can take a look at the plans. Thank you.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the groundbreaking. I think this is going to be an exciting day. I just want to say a special welcome to Councilwoman Brenda Warner and former Councilwoman Jerry Blanco, who are also board members here helping us. I'd like to say welcome to Nancy Brunt from the City of Cocoa. Welcome to the groundbreaking of what I hope will be only the first two of at least a half a dozen new homes in this area in the next 6 to 12 months. We're very excited about this. This is a historic day for Broadmoor Acres and the City of Cocoa. What we in BACRAP are trying to do here in Broadmoor Acres, if we're successful here in revitalizing this neighborhood, rather than going out west and clearing more land and building new houses, we can revitalize the neighborhoods that we have in the City of Cocoa and utilize those, bring those up to where people want to live here instead of 15, 20 miles further out west and drive to work and all that. We have a great opportunity. If we can do it here in Broadmoor Acres, we can replicate this everywhere else in the city, and it'll be a great success story for all of us. I want to especially thank all of you residents of Broadmoor Acres who are here today. This is a very important project, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here today. Thank you. I too wish to thank GIH International, or GIH USA, for their exceptional faith and support to this project. Obviously we couldn't do this home without them, but we are doing two at the same time, and I do want to thank our builder as well. He's agreed to come in here and try to do both simultaneously, which is going to be great for us, and if it works out, we're going to continue right along, roll right into number 3 and number 4. So as Larry mentioned, we have that agreement with the city. So I want to take the opportunity to thank a lot of folks in the city, not just Nancy, but very much Nancy Bunk. If we didn't have her support, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you, Nancy. Obviously, our city councilwoman and former city councilwoman, her board members, but have been absolutely critical and instrumental in what we're doing with Broadmoor Acres. Okay. And the other city representatives who have helped us. City Manager John Buchanan's Assistant City Manager Matt Fuhrer, Dennis Blunt, who's with Code Enforcement, and then a special thank you to the Cocoa Police Department and all of the members of the Cocoa Police Department for all the help that they've given to this neighborhood. And I have to pause a second. I think this truck is going to find it difficult to squeeze through there. I hope that's not your green car, whoever that is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got it. They're used to this.
You have a green and orange truck.
Hurricane.
All right, so finally, as everyone knows, everyone here knows for sure that this project, none of this Broadmoor Acres project would have been possible without the heartfelt passion and dedication and effort and sweat and work of Larry Sinclair. If it were not for Larry, this whole project wouldn't happen. We would be, 4 years ago without him where we were. That's where we would still be. His efforts here are just phenomenal. He's got more strength and more perseverance than any two people I ever met, and it's paying off. Obviously, I've spoken to several residents this morning. You all can see a difference. We can see a difference. We really appreciate that there's a difference in Broadmoor Acres, and it's all because of Larry and you residents that are helping out. So thank you very much to Larry Sinclair for all his work and his passion and his effort. And he even shaved and cleaned up today. All right, this new home and its sister home at 1102 Broadmoor will be the first new construction in Broadmoor Acres in almost 70 years. This is a historic City of Cocoa, historic neighborhood, built in the 50s when the space industry was just beginning. This was home to the workforce for space industry, and we enjoyed it then. It's It's had its ups and downs along with the space industry over the years, and now we're revitalizing it just like the space industry is coming back stronger than ever, so is Broadmoor Acres. It's not only for the space industry, though. I have to throw in a pitch for Port Canaveral. I have to be a commissioner. Obviously, we have a lot of influence in the neighborhood nowadays too, with the port and all the people that work out there. Hospitality, exactly. We bring a lot of folks into the port, and they go sail away and do other things. But we also offer a lot of jobs, and we need workforce housing for those folks too. So Broadmoor Acres is critical to the success of Brevard County, the space industry, Port Canaveral, and the whole northern half of this county and this area. So we're really excited about being here today. We're very proud of our accomplishments at BACRAP and Broadmoor Acres. We're proud of the neighborhood. We're proud that we're going to build new homes in here. We hope that everybody will enjoy that as much as we are. But I'll tell you, it's been a little bit of work. So again, thanks to all those who have pitched in and done a lot of work. But again, we're very, very proud of Broadmoor Acres, and the future of Broadmoor Acres couldn't look better than it does today. So thank you all for being here. Again, a special thank you to all you residents for being here. We very much appreciate your support.
All right, guys, we're gonna stick some shovels in the dirt, but one thing I want to touch up on real quick. Not only is Mrs. Sheriff's the oldest resident in the neighborhood, she is an original homeowner in this neighborhood. Her and her husband and her family, they bought their house new, and she has lived here through all of it. And when I told her what I wanted to do, she looked at me about a year ago and she says, I hope I live long enough to see it. I told you you would. Ms. Warner, Ms. Blanco, Mr. Harvey, Ms. Bunt, please join us.
I like it.
I gotta wear a hat.
And to Brandy.
How big is your head?
Always been. I used to be CSA 35 years ago.
All right, guys, on three. 1, 2, 3. You're not gonna go too far because that's a cedar. Tomorrow and Thursday, you'll see a lot of work going on over here because we're already going to start clearing and prepping the lots.
Cool.
Both here and next door. So, Miss West, remember, keep your vehicles away from the construction material.
I've
I am
already
not
done that.
liable.
I've already done that.
Thanks, guys.
So, will this be your house?
Ma'am?
Will this be your house?
No, ma'am, I already have one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got it.
And now we're gonna need your help more than ever to keep an eye on everything that goes on while the construction is going on.
Look on this side. Right?
On Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Next street over here.
We'll be out here watching for sure.
Thank you, ladies.
Bob,
Yes, sir.
Barbara Leola, when we first originally formed BACRAP and incorporated it, was me, her, and Mia Thuzar up in Port Orange to get it off the ground and going.
Imagine every word was Barbara. And poor old Leona got sick in here,
You know, the point you made about